Iron brew. This always protects me against evil spirits. Cannot see it on the camera, but one bad thing about living here in Portobello next to the beach is we have a lot of seagulls. The seagulls like crapping everywhere, all over your car. So you just get it cleaned and the next day it is done. It's all over the roof. Anyway, welcome to another vlog. Let's get into town. Welcome back to Edinburgh. Autumn has, what is the opposite of sprung? Autumn has fallen on us. It does look good though. We are back in Edinburgh city centre. This is the final weekend for us in Edinburgh for a very long time. We're going away again. We're going away for a very long time. This time we're going away for a long time. So this is our last weekend in Edinburgh for ages. But listen, one thing I need to share. So you will have noticed that on this channel I'm doing longer and longer videos because most people are watching now this channel on a television. I think on my latest video it was over 60% of people were watching on a TV, and that's cool. That's exactly how I watch YouTube. I pretty much exclusively watch YouTube now on a TV. And so YouTube has basically become TV, right? So these vlogs are basically becoming TV shows, longer and longer, up to an hour, and people are watching the whole length. But I do recognize that not everybody likes super long videos, right? There are probably 20% of people still watching on a phone. And so I have made another channel, I launched another channel. It's basically just the same name as this channel, Sean Vlog, but shorts. Sean Vlog Shorts. The link will be down below. So if you do prefer shorter chunks, I'm going to be uploading the shorter chunks there. Well, I'm excited to take you around Edinburgh over the next few days. We've got lots going on. It is a big birthday week for, big birthday month for both of us, isn't it?
Yes.
Because it's our last weekend in Edinburgh, we'll probably be doing a little bit of celebrating this weekend with friends for birthday stuff. And then we are going to Manchester this week. And then after that we're travelling. But anyway, you guys are coming with me the whole way. YouTube, through thick and thin, you guys have been here, and I just enjoy sharing everything with you. So thanks for being here as always. You'll probably have also noticed my yellow glasses in the last few videos. I like them, but one of the reasons I'm wearing them is because I get a lot of headaches. I've always had them. I've always had headaches since I was quite young. It's not a new thing, so nothing to worry about. But I'm trying to see if eliminating blue light helps. So yeah, let's see. Quarter mile is looking extremely quiet this morning, but town, where we're going afterwards, looks very busy. We just drove through. It's extremely busy. Lots going on. Lots of tourists, which is great. But right here in Quarter Mile, I'm about dead. We're going to grab a coffee, and then we're going up to see our friend Gardenia to get some Brazilian food. Yes, love it. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, it's a dog. Bless him.
Oh.
That's funny. I see you. I see you. Yeah. I've never been into like the whole pumpkin spice latte thing, but I do like this Nero pecan. So, what is that, a spiced pecan? No, just a pecan. It's real nice.
Oh, it's spiced, I think.
I have nothing. Oh yeah, it's spiced. It's nice. Very autumnal. And I have nothing to do whatsoever with Nero. I just think if you are going to go to a chain cafe, Nero is probably one of the better ones. Much better than the likes of Starbucks. Not sure if it'll appear on camera, but all the trees up here leading down to the meadows are all looking very autumnal and beautiful. It's just starting. It's all gonna be orange down here. Have a look, some of the leaves are on the floor. But the trees are still quite green though. Hello. Hiya.
We're back. So today we made extra vinaigrette.
Hey. This is our last week for a long time.
Going to Brazil. That's a good reason. Yeah.
This is like my weekly guilty pleasure. I love it so much. I almost can't imagine being in Edinburgh on a Saturday and not having feijoada. What do you think?
Unless they don't have it.
Unless they don't have it. Which sometimes happens. That was really good. As always, feijoada.
I think it was one of the best I had.
You liked it? So we're heading off somewhere very close to here because yesterday, right here in Edinburgh, there was an attack. And I want to go and investigate. In person. I'll tell you about it when I get there. Oh my god, well I came here to Greyfriars Kirkyard to tell you a nice wee spooky story, but the light's coming through, a bit of sunshine, there's loads of people, it's actually full of people. People playing in the leaves over there, wow. I won't be able to tell you a nice little spooky story after all, but we'll try, because there was literally an attack here yesterday. Genuine attack. And since it is spooky season, Halloween just round the corner, and Edinburgh is the home of all things spooky, I thought I'd reshare this tale. So crazy that here in Edinburgh you can just walk into all these ancient mausoleums. Anyway, there's a mausoleum over there where, like I said, there was an attack yesterday. I've got a secret weapon to guard against evil spirits. Interesting story though. I've had to tell this story twice. First time I tried to tell it, I think I was actually had by Mackenzie, because, how can I put this? I suddenly, very suddenly, not long, and this is not even a word of a lie, moments after arriving at bloody Mackenzie's grave, I had to make an unscheduled trip to the museum, shall we say. Do you think people understand?
Maybe.
Put it this way.
There's an attraction at the museum.
If you're in this area of Edinburgh and you have a sudden unscheduled visit requirements, the museum is a good place to go. And I wasn't there to see no bloody whale. Anyway,
Or Dolly.
or Dolly. Anyway, let's go for the second time trying to tell the story today to bloody Mackenzie's tomb. So, as I was saying earlier, there was an attack yesterday. Just up there. If you don't know the history of George Mackenzie, Sir George Mackenzie.
Is his name George?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
That's a very...
Maybe I made it up. But he was a bad dude. And he did lots of bad things. Anyway, ever since he was buried here, very close to the place where he supposedly did bad things, he has... Well, actually, ever since his mausoleum was disturbed, he has haunted this place, and he's classed officially as a poltergeist. Being quiet recently, he has been quiet recently. However, yesterday, someone quite reputable for this area and knows what they're talking about, comes here all the time, was brutally attacked by Mackenzie just yesterday, and in the daylight. Iron brew, this always protects me against evil spirits.
That's an ad for Iron brew.
I don't even care, it's true. Yeah. Can't believe that. Literally, this is not a word of a lie. We arrived here, I started to tell the story, and I had to run. Do you think Mackenzie's got a new form of... So Mackenzie's modus operandi is that he scratches people, or punches them, or kicks them, right? And so what happens is people go home after they come here, and they find when they take their clothes off that they've got big scratches down them. Here is the image. I'm going to put the photo on the screen now from yesterday, from when a tour guide was assaulted, apparently, allegedly. Here it is. So I thought because we were passing, it would be a good opportunity to come here and tell you guys that that's what happened. And if you come to Edinburgh and you're into spooky stuff, you like Halloween and all that, then come right here. This is the most haunted place in Edinburgh by far. Active, known, documented poltergeist, bloody Mackenzie. And he lives just up here. So, like I said, his modus operandi is to scratch, punch, leave bruises and leave scratch marks. I don't know if forcing people to have sudden, unexpected trips to John is his thing, but maybe that's a new thing.
It's not the first time that happens to you though.
Yeah, I know what it is.
That's a really pretty grave actually.
Hmm.
I don't worry really where I'm standing, because basically everywhere you stand here is on top of graves.
Even on the paths.
Even on the paths.
Apparently there's
Hundreds of thousands of bodies here, buried over the years. So basically everywhere you walk here, someone was buried. It just so happens to be this person was richer and could afford a nicer grave, and probably more recently than all the many hundreds of thousands of people are buried here. Anyway, yeah, so George Mackenzie, that is where he is interred, is that the word? I don't know. Anyway, just along from here, like probably 50 meters or so, is the Covenanters prison, and that is where allegedly he tortured people, and then when he died he was buried here. This place was broken into several times, and ever since that, I think like in the 80s or something, and ever since then he's haunted this place, and like I said, is a known poltergeist now. So yeah, if you want to be haunted, if you want to be scratched, or have stomach issues, come here. Come at night. We've come at night loads of times. It's loads of fun. You can spook yourself silly if you're into that type of thing. If you're not like that way inclined, if you don't believe or don't care about that type of stuff, it's a pleasant place to come in the city centre of Edinburgh. Anyway, already had me today, Mackenzie. You already had me. Can't get me again.
no.
There's no 2 for 1 here. Already been had. I'm pretty much safe now, aren't I? Fun enough, I just felt a tingle in my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see when we get home, I guess. Just for completeness sake, this right here is the closed gates of the Covenanters prison, which was down this way, and this is the location where bloody Mackenzie's men torture people. There's a whole history around that. If you want to learn more about it, you can actually do a tour, and they'll take you through this lock gate, and day or night, and you can do that whole thing. It's really cool actually. If you come to Edinburgh and you want a spooky experience, I would highly recommend it. Loads of history in this plaque here, but I'm not going to read it. We need to get going on because the shops are shutting and we've got things to do. We need to buy presents for people we're visiting. I think I need like a spirit cleanser now. What, is there such a thing? You know what, I think, you know, I've been here enough times that maybe Mackenzie and I are pals. Greyfriars Kirkyard is a place that a lot of people hang out at, generally speaking. A lot of tourists come here now because of the Harry Potter connection and the ghost tours. But it's just a genuinely nice little quiet, peaceful spot right in the city centre of Edinburgh. Edinburgh Castle is literally just over there if you want to escape the hustle and bustle. Maybe not today, there's so many people here, but generally speaking, if you want to escape the hustle and bustle, this is a good place to do it. And let me tell you a top tip, if it ever snows and there's snow on the ground, here at night is so atmospheric and awesome to come and visit at night with the snow on the ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think our favourite nights I've been here, and when Aurora comes out as well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, just before we leave, another bit of cool history for you. That there, that grate, is a mort safe. People used to steal dead bodies here to sell to doctors and stuff a long time ago, and so they put these grates over them to stop people from robbing the graves. Top tip, if you're in Edinburgh city centre and you're looking for somewhere to park, the new shopping mall, it's not that new anymore since the pandemic, St James, is very good for lots of different reasons, and the parking is reasonable. It's not totally cheap, but compared to being out in the street, it's reasonable-ish. And basically from here you can go anywhere in the old town, new town within a very short walk. And the shopping mall itself is pretty great. They have a lot of good shops. Loads of great food. They have a cinema. There's street food options here. So this is it, St James, all nice and modern and lots of multi-floors and stuff. It's very fancy. Fancy Edinburgh. We're going to go out onto Princess Street. We've got some errands to run, some presents to buy for people when we go travelling. And here's the best place to do it, I guess. By the way, that is another place, if you're happen to be in town and need to make an unscheduled visit to, you know where. And they are. I always think as you come around this corner, it's a very pretty spot in Edinburgh. It's a very Edinburgh scene with the hotel and everything behind.
Yeah, terrible.
St Andrew Square is looking really nice with the autumn colours on as well. Edinburgh is nice and autumn. When you get a day like this, bit of blue sky coming through and no wind, that is the most important thing. Usually this time of year it is quite known for wind and rain here, and we've not had much of it recently, so it's good. Long may that continue. I actually think it's going to stop this week.
Tomorrow is going to be
So if you are coming here, you might have already seen the back of this good weather.
Right. Sit nice. Who's Erin? Who's Erin? Get her. Come on, Erin. Nice scream.
She does a good pose. This guy's got this really cool kind of stripiness to it with the clouds. It's nice. Anyway, we are here on Princess Street to buy. We're here on Princess Street because we need to buy some books for our nephew in Brazil, who is obsessed with Scottish castles apparently. Oh. Tekka doesn't believe in Bobby, but I believe in Bobby. And here's proof. We've just come from Greyfriars, Kirkyard. There he's there, look. This is Matt. Oh, look, there he is there, right there, lying down. Bobby is real. That looks like a nice Bobby book for anybody who's interested in the story for kids. Job done! Scottish books for kids bought. But it has been quite a tiring couple of hours, so we're going to go back to the house now for a little bit, and then we're going out. We're going to rest first. Plus, my football team Hearts are playing, so I'm going to watch that on TV. Good morning from Portobello. It is the next day from what you were just watching. Last night we all went out for a bit of a wee party. Tekka's birthday slash us going away slash my birthday as well.
Do you like to boogie to 80s music? Well, I've got the perfect place for you. This is Club Tropicana on Lothian Road, a place that almost exclusively has 80s music. They say 80% 80s music and 20% other stuff, but it's a really, really fun night and I do like the music. And how can I put this? It's probably the most age-diverse group you'll see anywhere at a club in Edinburgh.
If you're into 80s music and you're in Edinburgh and you want to go for a wee boogie, check out Club Tropicana. Anyway, recently I posted a couple of videos from the neighbourhood I live here in Portobello in Edinburgh, and they got quite a lot of attention on like TikTok and stuff. So I thought this morning, since we live here, we're very close, I'm just going to point out a couple of the nice spots that we know. There's a lot of good places here in Portobello nowadays. Food, drink, whatever you want. So it's kind of thriving, to be honest with you. Literally just arriving on the high street and I can point out quite a few cool things already. Starting here. Across the street there, Greek artisan pastries. And then next to that, we've got the Foresters Guild, which is a really, really good pub, and they have a great beer garden for the summertime. And then next to the Foresters Guild, there's a great cafe called Tupiniquim. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see. That's one after the other. I told you about the pub. Then we've got Tupiniquim, the coffee shop, and then Portobello bookshop. All good stuff. Kind of glad we're going away, to be honest, because we're just starting to get the beginnings of like the Scottish winter arriving, and I hate it. We're going to miss all of it, hopefully. I like, don't get me wrong, I like a cold winter, I like snow and ice. Well, we don't get much of that, we just get like what I call pissy winter, which is like rain and wind. It's horrible. Anyway, we're actually going for breakfast. This will be our last full Scottish breakfast in Scotland for probably about, I don't know, 6 months. So I'm excited. That's not to say we won't be able to get nice breakfast where we're going. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Oh, we're about to pass a place that does an amazing Cuban sandwiches. Then out over there is the town hall, which has been revised and reopened. And a lot of stuff going on now, shows and all sorts. It was closed for a long, long time. Anyway, let's go to Autumn and get breakfast. Alright, what do we have? Mushrooms, tomatoes, beans, black pudding, fried egg, bacon, tatty scone, and toast. Yes, let's get into it. I think people in the world, they don't know what tatty scones are. Tatty scones are indescribable. It's like where bread meets potato. It's so good. Absolutely flying. I don't know if everyone does this, but I just like turn my food into a dog's dinner every time. That was Otto. It looks like it's going to rain.
Yeah.
It's got quite dark all of a sudden. So as I was saying, Portobello Town Hall has been reformed. I went there as a school kid to do like school dances and stuff, but it was closed for at least a decade. It's good to see it up and running, and they basically every weekend they have events. They even have concerts there, which is cool. And Otto, yeah, good breakfast. If you're in here, if you're in town, if you're in Portobello, great breakfast. And what's great about Otto is they have all day breakfast, so until they close basically. Look what's out. Look at that. My granny used to say when I was younger that whenever you get to autumn, look at the colours in this bush. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Anyway, whenever you get to autumn, if there's a lot of red berries on the trees, on the bushes, more than you might usually be used to seeing, then it's going to be a cold winter. Wouldn't be a very good look down at wouldn't be very good at showing you Portobello if I didn't come down to the beach for a quick look. But it's not a nice day. It's grim, actually. So we're not staying here long. We're just doing a quick loop and going straight back home. But yeah, Portobello Beach. Great place. Nice place to sit on a nice day in the summer. A nice place to come and chill out.
He can't even read.
Severino's pizza back there. Shrimp wreck. Lobster rolls. Good to see even on a grim day there's people out having food and enjoying it. Don't know what I'm going to do now. Especially after I've had all my breakfast.
Yeah.
Backflip. No, I'm not doing that. No way, Jose. Another interesting bit of local knowledge for you here. It's not going to be that in depth, to be honest, but you see in front of these nice apartments on the beach here, just over there, there's like a brick chimney. All this area here for many years was a big factory. I can't remember if they made bricks or glass. It was one of the two. I think it was bricks. And that brick factory actually extended all the way to where we live. They still have one of the remaining chimneys, or kilns, or whatever it is, there. Which is pretty cool. I think this is a clue. Yeah. Right, we're back home now, and this is the part about travelling that I despise. I'm sure I'm not alone with this, which is packing. I've got a suitcase there, which is more or less empty. I've got a terrible state of affairs going on here of stuff that needs to go in there somehow. The worst thing for me is not packing, it's not necessarily packing, it is the making things neat. I'm really bad at that. I can't pack parcels, I can't pack gifts, wrap gifts, and I can't make neat clothes in a suitcase. But I'll try my best. We've got a lot to do. Like I said, we've got a lot going on. We've got a trip to Manchester tomorrow for 2 days, and then we're coming home for like 24 hours, and then we are off to USA, which will be great. Flying from here via Iceland to Orlando, and I'm going to be in Florida for I think like a week or over a week. We're going to go to like Disney this time for the first time ever for Taka. We're going to Universal for the first time ever, Halloween. And then from Florida, we're going to be flying north to Boston. I'm going to be there for a week. And then we're also going to be in New York for a couple of days. So, big trip. And then from there, we're flying onwards to South America. So, lots to do, lots to get on with. Still a mess, but we are in a better shape than we were about an hour ago. So yeah, I'm going to get on with it. But thank you guys for tuning in to this week's video. Lots of adventures coming up, and I'm excited to be taking you with me on the vlog. And so until the next one, have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world. Take care.